Well, the planet Sun represents our soul, our spirit. So, at this point in time, if you have any desire or wish, if you have any goals or dreams in your life, if you want something in your life, if you want to achieve something in your life, and your soul and spirit tells you that you must have that in your life, then you must go for it. I mean, you should fulfill all your wishes, all your desires, all the things which you aspire for. You must get them in this life because there is only one life to live. This life which you are living will end one day. So if your soul tells you, if your spirit tells you that you should do something in your life, I mean, if you wish to have something in your life, then you must fulfill your wishes and desires at this point in time when there is a solar eclipse, or at least start making an effort to move towards those things which you want in your life. Because a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. A solar eclipse is that time when the earth blocks the light from the sun on the planet Earth, blocking the rays of the sun on this planet Earth. So, at this point in time, the planets Ketu, the south lunar node, sun, moon will be in the Libra sign. And obviously, Rahu would be aspecting it. I mean, during the solar eclipse. Well, during the solar eclipse, our mind and soul both are gonna get affected at this point in time. Some people are gonna get impacted negatively at this point in time during this particular solar eclipse because the planet Sun is in a debilitated sign. I mean, it is in the Libra sign. Sun would be in a weak state at this point in time with Ketu. I mean, the south lunar node, and Rahu will be aspecting it. This particular solar eclipse will trigger that feeling in you that you want your dreams and goals to be fulfilled in this life. The human beings are affected 15 days before a solar eclipse and 15 days after a solar eclipse. I mean, whichever house that solar eclipse is affecting your horoscope, that area of your life is gonna get affected at this point in time. And it is gonna ignite in you some wishes and desires at this point in time. It is gonna ignite within you some goals and dreams within you, which your soul and spirit will yearn for. You would become desperate to achieve things in your life at this point in time. You would feel frustrated at this point in time. Not because of anything else, but because you haven't been able to achieve your goals and dreams of your life. You haven't been able to fulfill your wishes and desires in your life. You'd realize that you are simply wasting your time by not giving the necessary effort, time and energy behind those things which you want in your life, which your heart, mind and soul desire for. Because you would feel strongly that there is only one life to live. You have to bear in mind that the tragedy of life does not lie in not reaching your goals. The tragedy of life lies in not having any goals to reach. It isn't a calamity to die with unfulfilled dreams, but it is a calamity not to dream. It isn't a disaster to be unable to capture your ideas, but it is a disaster not to have any ideas to capture. It's not a disgrace not to have reached for the stars, but it is a disgrace if you have no stars to reach. The point is that you have to have goals and dreams in your life. Things that you are reaching for. Things that will make you stretch. Things that will make you challenge. And I say to you, don't lose that love and passion for what you are doing, for your goals and dreams of your life. Because that drive, that love, that passion will keep you alive. Without dreams and vision, people perish. You've got to have something to go for that inspires your heart and soul. If you take crumbs from those starving soldiers, they won't die. If you take bread from hungry children, they won't cry. But without dreams, we all will die. So it is very important for you to keep your dreams intact at this point in time when solar eclipse takes place. Well, at this point in time, some drastic changes can happen in your life. Some dramatic changes can happen in your life in regard to your business, your job, your relationships, your love relationships, your health, your wealth, etc., etc., etc. You could see some monumental changes in your life at this point in time. It could be so that you can experience some heartbreaking moments or some moments of triumph. You could see some setbacks or success at this point in time. Things will get very volatile for you at this point in time. I am talking about that time before, on and after the solar eclipse. This solar eclipse can be a trigger of something very good or something mediocre in your life at this point in time. This depends on where your planets are placed in your birth chart. I mean in your birth horoscope. You know, sometimes some of us stop playing to win and start playing not to lose. But when you decide you want a permanent change in your life, then you will start playing to win. So don't have that attitude in you at this point in time when you stop playing to win and you start playing not to lose. You know, you can see some changes in your life at this point in time, some dramatic changes in your life at this point in time, some drastic changes in your life at this point in time. You know, everything must change. Nothing remains the same. Nothing has remained the same in your life, in my life. Since we were born, every day something is changing. So, if you face that change at this point in time during the solar eclipse, don't be afraid of that change. Embrace that change. Take it in your stride. Because these changes which will happen during this time will catapult you towards your greatness. Even if things get bumpy for you, even if things get jittery for you initially, don't stop doing what you are doing. You know, if you feel something from your soul and spirit, then you must do those things at this point in time, regardless of the changes you see at this point in time. You know, just remember those lines from the Gita summary that whatever happened, happened for the good. Whatever is happening for the good only. And whatever will happen for the good. You should not regret the past. You should not worry about the future. The present is happening. So focus on your present at this point in time. You need to live life to its fullest. Well, if you see some changes, what's new about it? Everybody in this life experiences changes. With the right perspective, there is always something to gain from that change. But your viewpoint towards that change should be positive. And then you will see the difference in your life, a positive difference in your life. Whatever happens, happens for our good. And keeping this thought process in your mind, you need to move forward at this point in time. You know, you might feel that you don't know a certain thing, hence you shouldn't start doing that particular thing. Don't worry, even if you don't know that particular job, that particular task, if you don't have the skills, the talents to do that particular task, just start doing at this point in time. Take that first step at this point in time. You know, anything which is worth doing is worth doing badly. Yes, we have been taught that anything which is worth doing is worth doing right, if we know how to do it. But if we don't know how to do it, anything which is worth doing is worth doing badly until we get it right. You know, you don't have to be great to be started, but you have to be started to get great. So take that first step at this point in time. I mean, before, on or during the solar eclipse. If you get an opportunity at this point in time to do a certain thing, if you get an offer from someone somewhere in this world, just grab that opportunity and start doing those things which you have got offered for. Don't say no to anything in your life at this point in time. Be willing to do anything and everything which is morally correct at this point in time. In other words, your karmas should be in sync with your moral values at this point in time. And if your karmas are not in sync, then Rahu and Ketu are gonna punish you. This Grahan Yoga is gonna punish you. Learn to speak the truth at this point in time, not only to this world, but to yourself at this point in time. Don't say something and do something else. Don't say I want it and not implement that thing at this point in time. I mean your ideas and plans which you have in your mind to achieve those goals and dreams. I mean, if you say you want to become a lawyer, an engineer, a pilot, a businessman, or you want to do a great job, then make sure your effort synchronizes with your words. In other words, if you say yes to a thing, that means a yes, and if you say no, that means a no. You should stay firm with your decision at this point in time. Stay committed to your goals and dreams at this point in time. As I told you that even if you don't know a particular task, a particular work, and you are getting an offer for that particular work, go ahead. Don't think. Just jump into it and start doing that work which God has offered you. You know, if you don't find opportunities for yourself at this point in time and you are frustrated because of that, then I'd say that you need to knock on doors. I mean, you need to knock on the doors of opportunity. And if one door of opportunity doesn't open, go and knock other doors. Because you could see other opportunities for yourself. One of the doors of that hallway could be open for you. So keep knocking at this point in time. I mean, make your continuous effort at this point in time during, before and after the solar eclipse. Well, the other thing is that you need to persevere at this point in time. This Grahan Yoga will make you persevere at this point in time. If you show your perseverance at this point in time, the universe will be on your side. The world will step aside from that path which is ultimately gonna take you towards your greatness. You know, perseverance is the hard work you do. After you have done the hard work, you've already done. So, if you work during the daytime and come home in the evening and you start working on your talents, skills, and you start working hard in the evening to earn some extra money, then that is called perseverance. Don't give up in spite of your problems and difficulties at this point in time. You know, your attitude at this point in time should be do or die. That could be the day that turns your life. The world has a very strange way of stepping aside when a person says, I'll do or die. You know, that is very powerful. When you say to yourself that I will do or die, your situation, your circumstances may tell you that it is very hard, it is very difficult, it is very far, it is almost impossible. But when you have this attitude of do or die, and you might reach your goals and dreams soon if you have this attitude. Either you will become very successful or you would be dead on that path, because there is no way you are coming back. You know, the other thing is that you need to manage your emotions at this point in time. You have to master the art of taking hell at this point in time. You know, you are gonna sometimes win in your life, you are gonna sometimes lose in your life. So you've got to learn in every situation in your life, whether it is a win or a loss. You know, when you fail in your life, you get some knowledge and experience at that point in time. You know, whenever you try in your life, your competency increases. And every time you gain a little bit of competency, your mastery goes up. And that's when you feel more self-assured. So during this time, even if you see some failures, disappointments and defeats, don't get defeated by life. Get back up once again. In other words, if you fall down 7 times, get up 8 times. Well, this is all I wanted to tell you all about the solar eclipse happening on the 25th of October 2022. If you want some specific predictions about yourself, then you may contact me directly. Well, like I always say, that if you wish to know your future through astrology and you are determined to live the best possible version of yourself, well, one must always try to live his or her best version of themselves, because there is only one life to live. There are no duplicates of a life. You will not get a chance to live this beautiful life once again. And if you want to increase your luck in your life, if you want to enhance your luck in your life, if you want to boost your luck in your life, then I want to tell y'all, I have several remedies for you. You know, these remedies which I am talking about are a fusion of astrological remedies, Vastu remedies and religious remedies, which can be utilized by any person of any religion, because I believe that there is only one God in this universe. And if you want me to pray for you, because prayer can move mountains, so if you want me to pray for your health, wealth, success, money, business, career, job, relationships, love relationships, marriage, married life, children, property, health, etc., 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 then also you may contact me. You may also contact me for a Vastu visit of your flat, office, residence or factory. And if you are hell-bent on taking your life from the ridiculous to the sublime, from the low point to the high point, from nothing to something, then you may contact me over WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number has been given on this video. Have a great day and a great life ahead. God bless y'all. Jai Mata Di. Jai Ma Kali.